We continue now with our theme of highlights from Talkback. This is installment 41. In our last installment, installment 40, I discussed the double tapping with 3Fingers to copy. And this has to do with either whether you're editing or you're on a website and you find a block of text that you would like to copy. Once you engage that block of text, simply double tap with 3Fingers and it'll copy that to your clipboard. As we continue today, though, we'll be looking at a different gesture, and for today's demonstration, I am again using my Pixel 6 Pro with Android 13 Beta 3.2 and Talkback 13.0. For speech services, I am utilizing the Google Speech Services. I must say, however, that for a little over a month now, I've been using the Google Speech Services, and I must say that I'm actually liking it. So today's demonstration, I'll be using my Google Speech Services. I am on the home screen and will now activate the Talkback menu by tapping with 3Fingers to activate that Talkback menu, and then we'll proceed from there.
Talkback menu. Actions in list.
Here we are in the Talkback menu, and if this is your first time, what you're looking for here is an item that says Talkback Settings and is toward the bottom of the screen. I'll put my finger down and tap on Talkback Settings.
Talkback settings.
Here is Talkback Settings, and we want to tap here.
Talkback settings. Navigate up, button, out of list.
We are now in the Talkback Settings. And again, this time though, we want to put 2 fingers in the middle of the phone, gliding them upwards, which in turn scrolls down the page. I'll put 2 fingers in the middle of the phone and then glide my fingers upward to scroll down the page.
Showing items 7 to 18 of 18.
The next item that I'm looking for here is an item that says Customize Gestures. So in other words, you're looking for an item that says Customize Gestures. I'll put my finger down and tap on Customize Gestures.
Customize gestures.
Here is Customize Gestures. I'll tap here to activate.
Customize gestures, out of list.
I am now on the customization page for the gestures. This is the time that we will now switch our granularities to the headings granularity. In other words, whether you're in a word mode or character mode, lines mode, or paragraph mode, we need to switch our granularity, that is the mode with which we're using our Talkback, to the headings granularity. There are one of 3 methods of doing so. The first one, which I always prefer, is that up and down movement with 1 finger in one fluid movement to change my granularity, or you could decide to swipe down with 3 fingers from the top, or from the left to right, or from right to left with 3 fingers, and that also would change your granularities. I believe that I already have mine set to headings, and once you have it set to the headings granularity, the next thing we want to do is simply swipe down with 1 finger at a time until we hear it say 3 fingers heading. I'll now swipe down till I get to the 3 finger heading gesture. Here we go.
1 finger, heading, in list.
Here's 1 finger. I'll swipe down again.
1 finger back and forth, heading.
Swipe down.
1 finger angle, heading. Showing items 7 to 17 of 51.
Swipe down.
2 fingers, heading. Showing items 17 to 26 of 51.
And now swipe down one more time to reach 3 finger heading.
3 fingers, heading. Showing items 26 to 36 of 51.
We are now on the 3 fingers heading. That is the 3 finger tap heading. And if you remember the other things that we had discussed under this heading, just as a refresher, these are the ones that we've so far discussed. We've discussed
Tap with 3 fingers, open Talkback menu.
Then we had
Tap and hold with 3 fingers, screen search.
And the last one we did in installment 40 alongside with episode 80 is...
Double tap with 3 fingers, copy.
That's the one about copying. The one I'm talking about today, however, has to do with the cutting. And this is what I'm talking about.
Double tap and hold with 3 fingers, cut.
Here it is. Double tap and hold with 3 fingers to cut. So in other words, it's almost similar to what we saw last week, and that would be double tapping with 3 fingers to copy. But instead of simply double tapping with 3 fingers, we double tap with 3 fingers and hold. So when you do that double tapping with 3 fingers, you need to hold your fingers in place, and that then in turn cuts whatever text you have in the edit field. This gesture is only going to work when you are in an editor. For example, if I'm using, say, Google Keep Notes or Microsoft Office Word or something to that effect, then once I have text in there, I should be able to double tap and hold to cut upon selecting the text. So first I have to select what I need to cut, and then double tapping and holding with 3 fingers will cut the selected text. I'll demonstrate this by navigating home or simply bringing up my Google Keep Notes from here by using the assistant. Open Keep Notes.
Keep notes. Search your notes, edit box.
Here I am in Keep Notes. I will now tap on the bottom right where it says New Text Note.
New text note, button. Editing, note, edit box for note body, in list.
I am now in an
US
edit field, and what I'm going to do is to use my assistant to dictate some text.
Capital P, out of list, assistant voice typing. Listening.
Hello and welcome to Talkback Highlights, new paragraph. This is installment 41, new paragraph. I will be demonstrating how to copy or how to select and then cut using the Talkback gestures, period. Stop.
Voice typing stopped.
I just dictated a little text, and now put my finger down and hear what I dictated.
Editing. Hello and welcome to Talkback Highlights. This is installment 41. I will be demonstrating how to copy or how to select and then cut using the Talkback gestures. Edit box, note for note body, in list, window keep notes.
There we go. And now whether I wanted to select the whole thing and then cut, or simply select one paragraph, for example, and cut that off, then we need to invoke the selection mode. If you remember how to invoke the selection mode, we double tap and hold with 2 fingers to enable or start the selection mode. So now I will double tap and hold with 2 fingers to enable the selection mode.
Selection mode on.
I am now on the selection mode, and remember at the end of my dictation, my cursor should be sitting at the end of the last word that I dictated. So now I'm going to change my granularity to say paragraphs or lines, for example, so that I can select the particular paragraph or lines that I want to cut. So now I'll swipe up and down with 1 finger till I get to either paragraph or lines granularity.
Spoken language. Speech rate. Windows. Links. Controls. Headings. Paragraphs.
I am now in the paragraph mode, and since my cursor is at the end of my dictation, I will select upward, that is swipe up with 1 finger upward to select backward through what I just dictated. So I'll swipe up with 1 finger.
I will be demonstrating how to copy or how to select and then cut using the Talkback gestures. Selected.
That's the last paragraph since I was navigating by paragraph. And now, in order to cut this, now I will double tap and hold with 3 fingers to cut. Here I go.
Cut. I will be demonstrating how to copy or how to select and then cut using the Talkback gestures.
All right. And now I will stop the selection mode, and that will be double tapping and holding with 2 fingers.
Selection mode off. No text selected.
Now I'll put my finger down in the edit field.
Editing. Hello and welcome to Talkback Highlights. This is installment 41. Edit box, note for note body.
There you go, and that's how you go about cutting text that has been highlighted or selected in an edit field. So in other words, when you are in an editor and want to cut something that you've highlighted or selected, all that needs to happen is simply tapping with 3 fingers and holding, and that cuts it to your clipboard.